Good afternoon, Sabris. Sabris, go ahead and tell me each and everything about you. Right, what all your skill sets are there, right? And
Mm,
I know you have already started 40 days of IT corporate bootcamp, right, in my batch.
yes.
But I wanted to know each and everything from you, right? How many years of experience you have, right? Or
Mm,
you have completely covered this experience during IT, or you are part of non-IT before, right? So each and everything you just let me know, right? And according to that, I'll give you the best
mm.
solution.
Yeah. My name is Abrish. This is my first career counseling with you, and
Mm,
yeah, I'm the next thing is I was working in this company for 5 years.
mm,
I've started as a junior fresher only,
mm,
and later on they give me this project, and
mm,
I don't know what it is going on the project. I was learning on the time. I
mm,
also interested in full stack development on the time, but
mm,
later I thought that this also interesting roles are there,
mm,
SRE and
mm,
DevOps.
mm,
So I started to learning, but still I'm learning. I'm not able to. They said learn cloud first,
mm,
but
mm,
after completing cloud, I'm still learning a lot because later only I realized Linux is needed for this base knowledge.
mm.
They have said. So I have came to your video and watched some videos, and I have enrolled to your course. That's why I've enrolled. I don't
Mm.
know how to switch to DevOps career exactly. That's why I needed your career counseling.
Okay, okay. Got it. Okay. So I understand, right? You wanted to see your end goal as a DevOps engineer, right? So
Yeah.
this is why you've started with Linux shell scripting, and once you have full confidence in this, right? So you can move with to the cloud and then finally DevOps. That is the path I have also explained, okay, in many of my videos, correct?
Now only I've realized first starting by the system administrator, then only
Correct.
yes.
One,
Uh,
yeah, please go ahead. Yes.
yeah, then in my project they are using Linux, but I'm only using the commands and everything related to that only. They are whatever they are following in the work only. I'm able to do that. But after any questions they are asking means I cannot able to do that in the
Correct.
production environment.
Correct. And that is what you have going through the video means in daily batches you have understand, right? It's not just a command, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
every command, whatever we are executing, there is a basically script is executing backend of that one. And a script is basically interacting with your kernel, right? So
Yes,
everything is
yes,
executing in the form of file only, right? So
yes.
it's not just a command. So if thing Linux is, as I told you, it's totally everything is a file in Linux. So when it involves a file, right? So it involves configurations, right? It involves setup and all, right? So it involves how you are going to troubleshoot. You have to look within those files to troubleshoot the issues, right? And from there only troubleshooting starts, Sabrish. Okay.
Yes.
But yes, these things I have explained many times. But one more thing. So you said 5 years. Since when you have passed out?
2019 April I passed out.
2019 April you have passed out with which stream?
No, computer science only. Computer science.
Okay, CSE. Okay, and from 2019 it's going to be total 5 years. That is absolutely fine. So you are a
Mm,
regular, right? So
yeah,
you
regular.
have been
No gap.
working. Yeah. So you have been working 5 years into a single company, or you have worked with multiple companies?
Yeah, I'm working with 5 years single company only.
Yes.
But the company names changed their names, but company like only same company only. But
I got it. It's acquisition means it is
yeah,
acquired by
question.
some other organization that
Yeah,
happens normally. Don't okay.
yes.
So that's not a problem. Fine. And you are Bangalore based or means from somewhere else you are means
Yeah, I'm
located.
Chennai. I'm from Chennai.
And Chennai only you are working. Your working location is
But
Chennai.
it is actually it is a Pune based project.
Okay.
So I'm working as remotely.
Okay. So
There also that
mm,
organization companies here in Chennai also.
Hmm. So now little bit more about, can you tell me that what roles and responsibility you have been working since these 5 years?
We extensively work on Linux, Docker, and Kubernetes.
Mm,
For first 2 years, I have joined. They only has Docker and troubleshooting. Then they have migrated to Kubernetes.
mm,
So still, I'm learning Kubernetes.
mm,
I'm only learned the basics of the Kubernetes. After that, I'm not able to understand advanced concept and all. Like it is
mm,
difficult because base knowledge needs Linux, right?
mm,
So I don't know what exactly how it is working. So I'm
mm,
still learning on that.
Any
And
cloud
after
you
that,
have been involved?
um, AWS they are using, and Jenkins also they are using.
Mm,
But I have not done anything from them. Like I only monitor the pipelines,
mm, mm,
Jenkins pipelines, and
mm,
we have do that deployments and all.
mm, mm,
Basically, using commands, we will use to use screens, and we will deploy
mm,
all that express artifact and all. They will request in the Slack. We are as working with SRE. Basically, they will use to deploy anything they will ask. We will as L1. We will respond like basic troubleshooting and all. We will
mm.
restart, and you are getting
Uh,
right.
yeah, see, Sabris, what I understand from you, that you are working on the skill set which is required to switch a job. Okay,
Mm.
but problem with you that that you are not able to assemble things, or you are not able to know why I'm working on this, correct? So if you're working on Jenkins, so the see how the flow will be. What is it's a integration tool, right? Or if you are working
Yeah.
on Docker, if you are working on Kubernetes, you are
On
working.
the the project side, I cannot learn much on that because we don't have access for that.
Hmm,
We want there is SOP, we have to follow it. Already they have automated a lot of things like
hmm,
uh,
hmm,
they have we can increase the EPUN memory in Slack itself. We can increase like that. They have automated.
hmm,
So
hmm,
we can use the command and Slack bots. We
hmm,
can increase. We can use a Python script to increase EPUN memory like that.
hmm.
We can monitor Grafana using Grafana. We are monitoring
Uh,
Grafana,
no,
and we
slowly, slowly, you're telling me all the tools. Okay, so
but we
ah,
only see that, but we cannot able to
correct,
set up anything.
correct. I
There is
got it.
no access.
I got it. I got it. So the major thing is that I don't know that you know the workflow of the project completely from where it starts, how what all things
Ah,
are
yeah, I know that. Yeah, I
you.
know that.
Okay.
But
The
first,
problem here
they
is
are problem
yeah.
here is that we cannot anything we cannot do. There is no access. They will ask lot of questions. Why you are doing that? They will ask.
No, that is not the right way. Actually, if
Mm,
you are see, you are basically, I would say, enthusiast. Okay, and that is right only. We need this kind of a young generation only, right, where they are interested to learn and to grow. Okay, and that is how a organization has to do. I'm not sure, it's not a problem with the organization, it's a problem with people, Sabrish. If they see whoever is your senior, so they are scared of that their job will go off. So they are trying to
mm.
save their job, basically.
Okay.
Okay. So that happens. That is not now. It has been so many years, and this is
Actually,
yeah.
my scenario was I was started right on the time COVID came.
Mm,
I
mm,
got no project for 1 9 months. I in the bench only, and
mm,
after only I got this project.
mm,
In that also, I don't know. Like we are working from remotely, right? Totally.
mm, mm,
So
mm,
I don't know about much on that. Only I've learned starting Linux. Only I've learned,
mm,
but
mm,
they said to watch these videos, and I
mm,
will
mm.
watch that videos. That's it.
Okay. Okay. See, I got it. Now I got each and everything. So you are at the right place, right? And I'll tell you how to move from here to cloud engineer and to DevOps role. What all roles will be there for a DevOps engineer? Since, see, the situation you are into, I was in my starting of my career, Sabrish. When I
Mm,
started my career as a operation engineer, basically it was a application support, okay? And I used to work on a lot of things. I used to work on a application 3-tier architecture. I was deploying the libraries. I was patching the server. I am doing the vulnerability remediation at that time only, right? At the same time, you will not believe I am working on something which is people will not get a chance of that one. That is Hadoop. Okay, so I used to format the DFS distributed file system, that Hadoop
mm,
only, to HBase and L.
mm.
But at that time, I was I don't have any knowledge. First of all, I follow a SOP. Okay, so
Okay.
problem here with our generation that we follow a SOP. What the or that is true only.
Mm,
But when if you have to grow more, okay, when you if you want to know each and everything, when you have to make sure that your troubleshooting skills will be better and better, then only you should be able to grow. See, if you solve some issues, then only it will be identified in the eye of a management, right?
Yes.
Correct. And
Yeah.
then only they can tell, no, this guy has the potential to resolve the issues. He's not following a straight line. He's not like following a SOP what we have given to him. Correct. So if
Mm,
something went wrong, something breaks, okay, who is going to take the responsibility to resolve that issue? And that confidence comes only when you know each and everything of the complete application, their
mm. Yeah.
configurations, right? You know how to do RCA and all, right? From where it is breaking, basically you will be able to identify that pinpoint. So this is all, but now let's come to the point, right? So at that time for me, just I'm just telling
Mm,
giving you, right? At that time, right, I was doing all those Hadoop file, but I don't know what this Hadoop and all, right? Why we use this Hadoop, for what purpose we have been using this Hadoop in our
yeah.
application, right? So
Yes.
it is our responsibility. From there now I started learning things. I was
Mm,
focusing more into knowing the background of it. Like in Linux, we call it as a background process. A daemon is what? A daemon is nothing but
yes.
it's a
Back.
background process, right? So
Yes.
every services what you are running, there will be a background process. Correct.
Yeah.
So why it's running, where from where it's running, right? And how we can go and find out, right? So we
Mm,
should know each
yes.
and everything. Now I am going to tell you, since you have already started with Linux, so you are in good hands. Don't worry about that one. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
from here I'll make sure that you are 100% with Linux and shell scripting, so your troubleshooting skills will build. Since you know,
Yeah.
now you said Docker, now you are getting a complete understanding what is a containerization is. I have started, I have explained in that classes
Mm,
virtualization, right? So from
yeah.
where containerization is coming, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one
Exactly
second.
from Linux only.
So from where it's coming, right? So it's coming from Linux only, Sabrish,
It's
right?
Linux only.
Yeah. So every step, it not just a command, I said, right? Each and every topic I am keep on telling that, okay, this topic is you are going to perform these things in Docker. This topic, okay, let me take you once again, okay, you'll understand.
Right. If Kubernetes I'm learning means if I'm not practicing, it is like forgetting. Like I have to again, yeah, take a note and learn this.
Correct. See, Sabrish, learning is you cannot tell that, okay, I learn, okay. So you
Mm,
will, so you need to, normally if you see iron also, so after some time initially it will shine, right? After that, or a steel also, right?
yeah.
Or anything, right? So it will get rusted, correct? So same way, we need
Yes.
to make sure we should not rust our knowledge, okay? So we
Okay.
should keep polishing it. And that is how it has to. If I am able to just think of it, I started with Linux and still I am so much passionate about. So you need to, okay, that I'm still passionate about Linux, right? And I'm still carrying with. I have started with RHEL 5 version. Okay, you have seen that sheet,
Mm,
right? Technical specification documentation sheet. So
yes.
from
Yes.
there, I'm still carrying 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So I'm keep on updating with that. parallelly those tools are within that surroundings only, right?
Yep.
Correct. So thing is that you need to your knowledge whatever we learn. So basic main thing is your main principle, main functionality, features. Okay, feature wise it may change. Again, I'm telling you, feature wise it may change, but the basic functionality of that comes under a category. Okay, so that you need to know, right?
Yep.
So the main thing is
Yes.
only the feature wise. You see now earlier the we don't have automatic driving, right? Earlier the cars were don't have automatic drive, right? So
Yes.
we don't.
Yes.
Now we are coming up with automatic drive. See, did the see only if you tell like so there are features have been added, correct? If you go and see the old Alto cars and all or very BMW cars and
Yeah.
all, right? So there is no power steering, right? Correct, but steering
Mm.
is there, correct? Now also steering is there, but only the feature it's a power steering now.
Can.
So
Yeah.
thing is that category is same, only the features have been added. So you have to identify your skill set and technology like that. Okay, so we need to keep on updating. Okay, if I am driving ambassador, so I should tell no, I'm not going to drive now the latest car of today's, right?
Mm. Yeah.
I have to because it's same only. Only feature wise things has been changed, right? Engine is same,
Mm.
right? Everything is
Yeah.
same,
Yeah.
right?
Same working.
Correct. So thing, so we need to keep on updating. Now come over here. Since I said right, this is the first thing is that when you say okay each and every
Mm.
topic. So I say okay no, you need to learn this managing file system and partition. Then you'll say Abhishek. Then what is the use of this one in any of the DevOps tool? So when I say managing file system and partition, each and every time when you go
Mm.
and install your Docker, right, your containers, correct? So on
Mm.
Docker, once you install your Docker, on top of it, you are going to spin up your containers, right? So
Yeah.
those containers are installed where? Those containers are installed on top of your Linux operating system, same like virtualization, right? So it's
Yes.
going to
Same as team and background process
correct.
agent. Like
So it's
it is
not only
installed.
background processes, Sabrish. I'm just resources point of view. I'm talking about the storage,
Mm.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
networking, right? Or you can tell all the metrics also, like CPU utilization, disk utilization. Everything
Mm.
is
Yeah.
going to consume from that host, from
Mm.
that
Yeah.
main
Yes.
Linux, from that machine, from that Linux operating system where you have installed that Docker or where you have installed that Kubernetes. Even
Mm.
if you
Yeah.
tell me Jenkins, correct? So
Mm.
you are going
Yeah.
to install, go ahead and install the Jenkins, right? So you have to install. I'll show you one by one. Today, I'll through you, I'm going to give complete understanding. Wait, see, Jenkins, this is the exact website, okay, from where you can, everybody can go ahead and they can see where you want to install. If you want to install Jenkins on a Linux operating system, you can install Jenkins on a Red Hat Linux, you can install Jenkins on a Alma or a Rocky Linux, okay? So what all prerequisites are there, right? So if I am telling you you are executing a command sudo over here, okay, wget command over here, or you are executing these things, you are trying to echo, you are trying to using these directories, right, from where it's going to list all the things, right? Why we are using slash dev slash null, okay? Why we are using apt get update, why we are using apt get install Jenkins? What do you mean why we are using, what is this apt get? It's not just a command, Sabrish.
Yeah.
So these things are coming from here. This is coming from your software package management. Okay. And
Mm.
since if
Yes.
it's a Debian based, okay, it's we are going to use apt get. If it is a Red Hat, then we are going to use DNF. See, we are going to use DNF and all.
Yeah.
Understanding my point,
Correct.
right? So this
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Correct.
this is for this Debian and all. If you go with this Red Hat Linux, okay, just see the same thing what I am teaching you guys. Okay, so you see you are using yum. So now in RHEL9, this that is DNF. Instead of yum, we should use DNF. Why I am using systemctl daemon reload command over here? So if you don't know, you are just executing a command. Okay, though so everything is coming from here only. Okay, and if you see,
Okay.
so when it comes to the troubleshooting part, right? You are starting Jenkins, you are stopping Jenkins, right? When it's come to the normally when some of the files, okay, it's not starting, then in that case where you have to look after, you have to go and check the logs, right? So that to
Yeah, like a Docker image itself, I have seen that CMD, right? They are using that itself comes from Linux, I think so.
see where live I was
Um,
starting what I have started, that why use where directory, right? And so where the
uh,
password is getting stores, right? So you see container ID, container, each and everything, it's going to be inside your Linux only,
yeah,
right? So
yeah, base, yeah.
see the thing is what I just wanted to convey over here is you cannot escape from Linux. Every entire all these tools comes under Linux only.
Yeah, correct.
And if you have to know more, then these are topics I have created as per my real time experience. Each and every topic has a meaning over here. Whether it's a DNS, then if suppose your container is not able to communicate with the other container, right? Or
Yeah,
it's not able to
yeah, yeah.
communicate with the DNS server, right? How you are going to
Mm,
troubleshoot, how you are going to expose your container, right? In that case, we need to look after your DNS issues and all. When suppose you have to
yeah,
you need storage, right? It's not like that in container you will get storage additionally, no. That is also from the
yeah,
base OS, from the
yeah,
host
base
OS, that is Linux operating
host.
system, right? And that storage
Yeah,
is
yeah.
nothing but that is a NFS, network file system, or
Mm,
sharing.
yeah,
So for that you
yeah,
need to learn
correct.
Linux again. So I have not included, not again, people are absolutely wrong. Since I said if NFS is involved, so configuration related to NFS is there, issues
Yeah.
related to NFS will be there, right? When you try to mount something, when you are trying to unmount something. So we
Yeah.
need to understand that things from where it is coming.
Yeah, correct.
So if
Ba-
you are 100%,
Basically Linux.
yes. And now you see when I said this also, right? That when you are executing a command, like here if you see, I was talking about echo command, okay, or you are using wget command, or you are using some kind of a script, okay, here in the background there are scripts are also executing, right? So
Yeah.
you should have knowledge of your Linux shell scripting also. So if you know very good in these two areas, I can challenge on that anybody can fit on any role. In a DevOps role also
Yes.
he can fit, in a cloud role also he can fit, in application support role also he can fit, if he can fit in the production support role also. If you don't
Yeah,
know
correct.
any tool but you are very strong in these two areas, they will take you. I can challenge on that one.
Yes, yes.
So this
Correct.
is what the problem with us, okay? And now when you tell you wanted to see your career as a DevOps engineer, now I am just mentioning here what is the roles and responsibility of a DevOps
One
engineer,
minute.
right? It's very versatile. it's
Yeah.
it's a way of working. So you will be working in a agile way, agile methodology you are using. Basically you are working in sprints. Your stories, user stories have been assigned to you, okay? But
Yeah.
main thing is that, oh, 1 second, yeah. But main thing is that over here is that you can understand that, see, you read all these roles and responsibility, you will understand. Maintain and set up application pipeline means I am maintaining also. Resolving incident means I am working in production support. In resolving incident means what? If it's a P1 P2 and I have to resolve, means it's basically a production support also. Monitoring, and also that monitoring your Splunk and Grafana means you are monitoring also through the monitoring tools. So you should have knowledge of your monitoring tools. Vulnerability remediation means what? You are working as a security point of view also, means DevSecOps means security also. You have to take care of your application, of your server, right, for audit purpose. Maintaining
Yes,
Kubernetes
yes.
cluster means you have to maintain. So this entire thing comes under operation and management, I call it as a creating and establishing. So build processes using Jenkins and Maven means I have to build the pipeline also. If pipeline not, if any of the job is not working, so what I need to do, I need to troubleshoot also.
Yeah, correct.
Maintaining and configuring
We need
jobs
to.
for Jenkins for a regular source code build and deploy, right? Resolving high risk
Yes.
vulnerabilities, creating architectural. This is a very high level for if suppose any migration you have to do. For that, I was doing migration activity for this tax storm for to make sure that I
So,
should automate the K8 cluster. Okay, so this is there, right? Most of the migration work will be there, right? You are creating YAML files, right, to receive mails for unhealthy
mm,
namespaces. So I have been using Python also in
yeah.
this one. So this is one. Now in this one, you see I have built the DC data center. So this involves the your cloud. In older project, in this project, the latest project, I have worked in OpenShift. In this project, I have worked in all the clouds. Okay, so it
Okay.
includes everything. Okay, so my point here is
Mm,
very clear, Sabrish, that see, we need to make sure that when we are working as a DevOps engineer, so you should be strong enough to handle any tool. And
okay.
it's not only clearing the interview, it's also so that you should able to work in that production environment.
Yeah,
And you
correct.
should be flexible to take any of the work.
Yeah, and understand. Like,
Correct.
I can. Yeah, I am also working in production only, so
Hmm.
I know that how the production is. Like, always it is directly involves client, right?
Correct.
So there is we should have be very careful with all the what we are triggering and why we are doing that. Also, the troubleshooting we have to be good at basically.
Now, you tell me troubleshoot is another part when issues came. Now,
Mm,
you tell me you are executing a script, Savrish, okay? And that
mm,
person is told you, okay, go ahead and just run dot slash and run this script for daily backup. You don't know what is there inside.
yeah, correct. That also
Problem is what
we
we
don't know like what it is.
directly these people, I don't know who all these peoples are there who teach DevOps. Did they teach about shell scripting? That what is there in that inside the script? Why we are using that script? If you don't know about shell scripting, you don't know about Linux, all the Linux commands only that includes in shell scripting. All
Yeah,
the
yeah,
all if
yes.
you are created a function or you have created the variables or you
Mm,
have created the loops and all, right, for what purpose, how it's
mm,
executing, why it's executing, what it will do exactly, right? We don't know, we are just going
okay.
dot slash and execute it, right? So anything goes
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah.
then you will be started, you'll get why we are not confident to handle a environment, right?
So basically, what happens in the production environment? They will say like start this, and like we also have to do some pre-checks.
Correct.
Why what we are doing and why this what going to happen? We have to check basically what, because if you not check this means it will done something. So they will ask why you triggered like that. You have to give explain without checking why do that like. So we have to check the script why it is triggering like that.
Correct. You are running in Ansible also a normal script. Okay, your YAML files are there
Hmm.
also we are executing, right? So
Yeah.
everywhere it
So it involves client, right? Always there will be some escalations and there will be pressure because we have to handle directly. They will ask directly, and they will ask a lot of questions and why you done that,
done this
and we
one.
have to submit the report and all.
Yes,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, they'll ask that, okay, why you have executed? Give me the RCA of this one. So, and you don't know about RCA.
Mm,
So, see, if you want, see, problem is not the work pressure or the environment. Problem here is that we are not able to identify the root cause of it. Okay, we are in a tension that how I am going to do that, how I am going to provide
mm.
an answer to is. If my manager is asking, your manager is what? Obviously, he's sitting there, he is answerable to his client, right? You are also
yeah, yeah,
answerable to the client. Client is what? Client is your bread and butter, right? He is the one
yeah,
who
yeah,
is paying you, right, for that application. If
yeah,
his application is
yeah, yeah,
impacted 100%, he is going to ask you a reason why you have done it like that. You'll say, no, simply I have done it like this. Okay, so that is
yeah,
not the answer. Organization
yeah,
doesn't work
yeah,
like
yeah,
that, right? So this is that
yeah,
reason.
that,
If you are 100, if you know each and everything, so you will be you will be. If you see few of the employees, they will always smile, right? Why? They don't feel any pressure. No, because they know from where it is happening, how it is happening, and how I to answer.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they already know aware of that what as because they have done this before because they know what they're doing like
And what others will do?
then
Others will always surrounding him, and they have a dependency on him. Okay, guy, friend,
yeah, yeah,
bro, can you do this for me, bro? Can you? So like
yeah,
this we
yeah,
used to do, right? I know all these things,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I am just
yeah, yeah,
making you guys. So you should work independently. If you have to work
yeah,
independently, then you have to work hard on this area.
yes, yes, I know, yes. Like is the we can do that red hat
Certification.
RHL certification.
That
Yeah,
and all I'll tell you. Don't worry. After completing my course, okay. Uh,
is it required actually? Basically, I don't know. Like,
Practice. That is basically set of questions will be there, and that covers all these
okay,
topics. Okay, so don't worry. People have already covered my course. They are able to
mm,
create the RHCSA exam also. Okay.
okay,
So and one more thing, but that is there are some set of questions are there which you need to like in see. Uh, if you have learned 12th class, okay, plus two, but in the actual
mm,
exam there is set of questions will be there, right? Like in UPSC,
yeah,
right?
after,
In SSC and in government sector,
yeah,
we or in IIT and all, we have dumps we used to practice, right? Then only we'll
yeah, yeah,
go for
correct,
the actual exam. Same way here also
yeah,
in RHCSA, there are some dumps will be there, but before that you have to know each and every background because this is not like AWS exam or Azure exam or any other certification. This is a purely practical certification where you have to perform, you have to create your virtual machine, you have to
mm,
configure your virtual machine basically. For the
mm,
DNS, creating the
okay.
users, you have to do the LDAP and all. For storage, each and everything you have to do it by yourself. It is not a multiple
Uh,
objective questions. Okay.
okay, I have not done that Linux LBM right. I don't know about that because I never worked on storage. Because nowadays they are not allowing to do that.
So don't worry. Once you will be done with my course,
Mm,
okay, the online batches you are already going through, right?
mm,
So you will be more than 200% confidence, Savrish. Okay.
okay,
That is there.
okay.
So once you complete this,
Also, will I able to this 5 years right? Will I able to switch to
yes,
DevOps?
100% you will be able to switch to DevOps. But let's finish this one. Okay, let me take your mock
Yeah,
interview.
okay.
Then again, cloud is there. Since you
Mm,
have already started with my 100 days of IT corporate bootcamp, I'm not sure. Okay, so that course is available. But if you want to go for the online batches, you have already started this one. Okay, so the new online batches I am going to start in the month of January, second week mostly, right? So
mm.
there you can learn the same AWS completely and then DevOps completely and monitoring tool, DevOps tools.
So that course also involves Linux again, right?
Yes,
We are
Linux again. So
starting.
by the time, if you want
Okay.
to continue, it will be a repetition for you. But if you want to drop off,
Mm,
you can drop off also. And immediately there
okay.
two options are there, Sabrish. Okay. So anyways, you are going through the online batches. Okay. So once you complete this one, you can immediately see my AWS recorded videos. Same like I take classes to you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
Yeah, I have completed that AWS Solution Architect certificate. I have already completed that. I am aware of that services and all,
Mhm,
like how basically it works.
mhm,
But I have not done enough projects like in with the AWS,
mhm,
like simple projects, right? How this like basically in exam they will ask like services and all how they are
Hmm.
working, but in real time
Different,
we don't know like how. Yeah, different.
different,
It is different.
different. So this is why I'm telling, just go through my that AWS course. You will come to know that what exactly a
Mm,
real-time project is all about. Okay. So yeah, this is how, and I'm already guiding you. Okay. So don't worry
mm,
about anything. See, at least 3 to 4 months, because for this, I call this entire thing as a 100 days of IT corporate boot camp. So I need
okay.
it minimum, like if you're going with the online batches, you wanted to continue, it will take 6 months. Okay. But you have to give, if you give continuous 3 months, okay, with
Mm,
all these things, minimum 4 hours a day, it is 100% going to work out for you. Okay. But if you wanted to
okay.
go for the online batches, so minimum 6 months is required for all this stuff.
Mm, okay. Yes. Okay, I will check this later because currently I'm enrolled with the Linux, so that 40 days, right?
Hmm.
First, I will need to complete that, right?
Yes, first let's complete this one, and see every step by step I'll take you. Don't worry about that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
your time is
Yeah.
not
Okay.
going anywhere. Okay, we think if
Okay.
you have, people will think, no, let's do it in, no, because of that 1 month you'll lose another 2 years because of
Mm,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
So normally what they will do, they will directly jump into DevOps, and somebody said that, okay, I'll complete this DevOps in 1 month. No, that guy is fooling you. That guy wants to just, is just trying to get money from you, that's it. Okay, so he'll teach
Mm,
you DevOps in 1 month, and now for the next 2 year you are struggling to get a job,
yeah. Yeah. Correct.
and you did not get a job.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have, there are so many people came. I have, you can see those interviews also, it's already in my channel.
Yeah. Like they will ask a lot of questions in Linux
Hmm,
also, but the basic DevOps courses are right.
hmm.
Like they will only say that commands and they will not enough to say like basic commands only they will teach, but you mask and all they will not teach. Like
It's
I never seen that new mask command and like they will say change mod, change wound, that command only basic commands.
because they know only those,
Yeah,
because their knowledge is still there only. Okay,
yeah,
so that is,
yes,
that is fine. Anything else I can help you with, Sabrish?
yeah. Nothing that like. Can you help me to create the resume like how the 5 years
Yes.
to choose like this is enough or I need to change anything in the resume? I'm just I want to know that.
I have not seen your resume very honestly till date. Let me validate it. Okay, if I'll see if
Oh,
any
okay,
changes
okay.
is required in your resume, I'll ask you to
Mm,
change. And if anything needs to be added in your resume, that also I'll give it to you. Okay,
mm. Okay.
that's it. Okay, Sabrish. Anything else? Mm.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
That's it from my side.
Yeah. So thank you for staying connected with me, Sabrish. Just take care of
Mm.
yourself, your loved one. Bye bye and Jai Hind.